Good evening. While many South Dakotans are cheering the launching of the McCain-Palin ticket during this week's Republican National Convention, it's the other business of the convention that has upset the state's ethanol industry. A plank in the Republican Party's national platform calls for doing away with the renewable fuel standard for ethanol. The so-called ethanol mandate requires oil companies to use 9 billion gallons of ethanol this year and another 11 billion gallons next year. It's the first time a major political party has taken an official stand against publicly funded ethanol incentives. Now, the ethanol industry calls the party's plank disappointing, while state party leaders say this is more about promoting free markets. The American Coalition for Ethanol says the renewable fuel standard requiring refineries to blend billions of gallons of ethanol is crucial in making sure biofuels wind up in your gas tank.
Left to their own devices, oil companies would choose not to use ethanol, even when it is a great value compared to gasoline.
But the political director of the South Dakota Republican Party says the call for doing away with the ethanol mandate in the party's platform is not an anti-ethanol plank, but rather a pro-free market plank.
We've always traditionally opposed mandates within the state because it negates the argument that we like to make, which is people should use ethanol not because they have to, because of a government mandate, but because it's a superior fuel that they should want to use, which they do in South Dakota.
The American Coalition for Ethanol says the renewable fuel standard has strong bipartisan support in Congress, so the Republican National Committee's call to overturn it should not endanger ethanol's inroads in the market.
So I'm surprised this took place. I'm disappointed it took place, but we don't feel threatened as an industry by this.
South Dakota's two largest ethanol companies are also weighing in on the Republican Party's official position on the ethanol mandate. Poet CEO Jeff Broyne says it's disappointing that the platform language seems to be based on outdated and inaccurate information. While Don Endress with VeriSun says the Republican National Committee's position is short-sighted and will lead us back to the path of increasing our dependence upon foreign oil.